Marlow is a town and civil parish within Wycombe district in South Buckinghamshire, England. It is located on the River Thames, 4 miles south-southwest of High Wycombe, 5 miles west-northwest of Maidenhead and 33 miles west of central London. Name: the name is recorded in 1015 as Mere Lafan, meaning land left after the draining of a pond in Old English. From Norman times the manor, parish, and later borough were formerly known as Great Marlow, distinguishing them from Little Marlow. The ancient parish was large, including rural areas north and west of the town. In 1896 the civil parish of Great Marlow, created in the 19th century from the ancient parish, was divided into Great Marlow Urban District and Great Marlow Civil Parish. In 1897 the urban district was renamed Marlow Urban District, and the town has been known simply as Marlow. History: Marlow is recorded in the Domesday Book as Marlow. Magna Britannia includes the following entry from Marlow: the manor of Marlow, which had belonged to the Earls of Mercia, was given by William the Conqueror to his Queen Matilda. Henry I bestowed it on his natural son, Robert de Mellant, afterwards Earl of Gloucester, from whom it passed, with the title, to the Clares and Despensers, and from the latter, by female heirs, to the Beauchamps and Nevilles, Earls of Warwick. It continued in the crown from the time of Richard III's marriage with Anne Neville, until Queen Mary granted it to William Lord Paget, in whose family it continued more than a century, after which it passed, by purchase, to Sir Humphrey Winch in 1670, to Lord Falkland in 1686, to Sir James Etheridge in 1690, to Sir John Guise in 1718, and to Sir William Clayton in 1736. It is now the property of Sir William Clayton Bart, a descendant of the last purchaser. Marlow owed its importance to its location on the River Thames, where the road from Reading to High Wycombe crosses the river. It had its own market by 1227, although the market lapsed before 1600. From 1301 to 1307 the town had its own Member of Parliament, and it returned 2 members from 1624 to 1867. Geography: Marlow is adjoined by Marlow Bottom, a mile to the north. Little Marlow is nearby to the east along the A4155 Little Marlow Road, and Bourne End is further along the same road. To the south across the Thames are Bisham and Cookham Dean, both in Berkshire. Landmarks: there has been a bridge over the Thames at Marlow since the reign of King Edward III. The current bridge is a suspension bridge, designed by William Tierney Clark in 1832, and was a prototype for the much larger Széchenyi chain bridge across the River Danube in Budapest. The junior wing of the Royal Military College, later moved to Sandhurst on the borders of Berkshire and Surrey, was once based in West Street. Marlow at Remnants: a large house built in the early 18th century which served as the junior department of the college from 1801 until 1812. The weather vane on the building features a man firing a cannon and may date from that period. The building is now owned by the Bosley family. The Hand and Amp Flowers, the first gastropub to hold 2 Michelin stars, is located on West Street. Like many local pubs, it serves the award-winning beers brewed locally in Marlow Bottom by the Rebellion Beer Company. Twinning: Marlow is twinned with Marly-le-Roi, France, since 1980. Budavar, a district of Budapest, Hungary. Transport: the A4155 road runs through Marlow town centre, with the A404 lying 1 mile to the east, the M40 motorway further to the north, and the M4 motorway to the south. Marlow is served by a railway station which is the terminus of a single-track branch line from Maidenhead. The train service is known as the Marlow Donkey, which was the nickname given to the steam locomotives that once operated on the line. There is also a pub with the same name, located close to the railway station. Bus services are provided by River and Carousel buses to neighbouring towns including High Wycombe, Henley-on-Thames and Reading. Education is provided by several schools, including Great Marlow School, Sir William Wallace's Grammar School, Burford School, Danesfield School, Fox's Peace School, Holy Trinity Church of England School, Marlow Church of England Infant School, Spinfield School, St. Peter's Catholic Primary School. Sport. Marlow Rowing Club, founded in 1871, is one of Britain's premier rowing clubs and has produced many Olympic oarsmen including Sir Steve Redgrave. The club is based by Marlow Bridge and exercises above and below the lock. Olympic lightweight men's double sculls gold medalist at Beijing 2008 Sack Purchase is a former member of Marlow Rowing Club. Marlow FC is the oldest football club in the town. Another local football club, Marlow United FC, has been promoted to the Hellenic Football League Premier Division for the 2008-09 season. Marlow Rugby Club play at Riverwoods Drive. They were founded in 1947 and run a range of senior, youth and mini-rugby teams. The England rugby team had their training base at Marlow RFC until the late 90s before they moved to nearby Bisham Abbey. There are also two cricket clubs, Marlow Park, the 200th and Marlow Cricket Club, which was founded in 1829 and is now part of Marlow Sports Club. This club is home to a variety of sports: hockey, tennis, running, cycling, junior football, netball and softball. Regatta. There are two regattas associated with Marlow, the Marlow Town Regatta and Marlow International Regatta. Earliest records indicate a regatta took place annually on the River Thames in Marlow from 1855. The latter transferred to the purpose-built Dorney Lake, owned by Eton College, in 2003. Marlow still hosts its original river regatta which takes place annually in June. Marlow is the location of Marlow Lock, originating from the 14th century. Marlow FM 97.5. Marlow FM is a local community radio station that was launched on FM on the 11th of May 2011. It broadcasts to Marlow and the surrounding areas on 97.5 FM, and also streams over the Internet. The station provides travel and news updates for the local area. Notable people. Notable current or former residents in approximate birth order. Local tradition has it that Jane Seymour lived at Seymour Court, about a mile north of Marlow, but this has not been confirmed. Court Garden was reputedly where Henry VIII courted her. A conference room at the Court Garden Leisure Complex is named after her. Dr. William Batty, an eminent 18th-century physician specializing in mental illness, built and lived in Court Garden House from 1758 until his death in 1776. Local law has it that he forgot to include a staircase to the first floor, so it had to be added later. In 1789 his daughter sold the house to Richard Davenport, High Sheriff of Buckinghamshire, who lived there for 10 years, during which Court Garden was described in Boydell's History of the River Thames as a fine Georgian house standing on a gentle eminence, a lawn of some extent descending gradually from it to the river. Quote, in 1926 the estate was saved for the people of Marlow, largely due to the efforts of local resident and Crimean War veteran General George Higginson, after whom Higginson Park is named. Percy Bysshe Shelley and Mary Shelley moved into a house in West Street in 1816. He composed The Revolt of Islam there in 1817, while Mary worked on Frankenstein. Thomas Love Peacock, who had suggested Shelley move to the town, wrote his novel Nightmare Abbey at a nearby house. Jerome wrote part of Three Men in a Boat at a local pub, The Two Brewers. T.S. Eliot lived in West Street during the First World War. Marlow Bottom has become the home of quintuple Olympic gold medalist rower Steve Redgrave, Britain's only athlete to have won gold medals at 5 consecutive Olympics. Higginson Park features a bronze statue of Sir Stephen looking across the river towards the location of the finishing line of the Marlow Town Regatta. He is also commemorated in Redgrave Place. The pop singer Robbie Williams recently bought a house on the river in Bisham. Template. CN * date = April 2015. The Michelin star chef Heston Blumenthal, owner of the Fat Duck in Bray, Berkshire, lived in Marlow until recently. Actress Anna Acton was born in Marlow. Television and radio presenter Paul Ross, brother of Jonathan Ross, also lived in Marlow, having moved there after filming Celebrity Fit Club at nearby Bisham Abbey. He moved out of Marlow in 2013. Japanese Formula One racing driver Takuma Sato was a Marlow resident, as was Bruno Senna, who lived in the same house. Pakistani former cricketer ICC match referee Wasim Raja was a Marlow resident with his wife Anna, and used to coach cricket in a school. Musician Jim Capaldi lived in Marlow for many years with his wife and 2 daughters until his death in 2005. England scrum half and World Cup winner Matt Dawson spent his childhood in Marlow and went to a local primary school. England goalkeeper David Seaman owned a property in Marlow until 2012. Peter Firth, Sir Harry Pearce in the BBC MI5 drama Spooks, is a Marlow resident. Andrew Strauss, a former England cricket captain, moved to Little Marlow with his family in 2010. The television presenter and naturalist Steve Backshall lives in Marlow. Gallery